Log 6. Alright, I've been stewing on this problem for a while, and it's the votebot problem on YouTube. And it's especially affecting people that have generally atheist channels. Both my channels have now been hit over the last 2 weeks. And Edible Napalm has been doing a fabulous job chronicling this, has counted over 100 channels now that have been hit, and almost all of them atheist-related channels. So this is obviously a targeted attempt to discredit free thinkers, secularists of all kinds, and all kind of persuasions, if you will, and styles. And it's just fucking bullshit, and it needs to stop. And obviously this is a small group of individuals, probably just one individual, frankly, that's either paying a group to do this or doing it themselves. And obviously YouTube doesn't care. And there's many easy solutions to this vote botting problem. It is not a hard problem to solve. It's the exact same problem as the spam problem on YouTube, which they fixed years ago with limited success, I guess, in some ways, but at least it stops most of it, because you're not really going to stop all of it, but you're going to make it so difficult or so cumbersome that it's impossible to do it on the scale it's being done today, or it's just not feasible. It's just not worth the time of someone. And right now, it's obviously very easy to give a channel 50 one-star ratings and knock everyone's videos down, and that's unacceptable. So the first solution is just to put a CAPTCHA. If you've starred more than 3 or 4 or 5 videos in a 10-minute period, then you have to type in a CAPTCHA, which is the squirrely little letters they do for the comments. The other thing is that you have to watch an entire video for your rating to count. What a novel idea. You actually watched an entire video before you rated it. It should be that way already. You should never be able to rate a video if you haven't seen it at all. Both of those things would stop a simple votebot attack in its tracks. It would be impossible to do. It would literally be impossible to do, short of doing this all by hand, which no person is going to be able to do that. Not even a large group of individuals could do this to 100+ channels by now. In the course of a few weeks, it would be impossible. Third, and really what they need to do, is this is the exact same fucking problem that Dig has. And Dig has the things where people harness a bunch of channels, dig stories, force them to the front page, and they have a complex system that analyzes digs, who's digging, which channels, what pattern, and if they suspect anything suspicious, they don't promote the video, and they ban the channels that are involved with the suspicious activity. Again, this is the ultimate solution, and what needs to be done is these channels need to be banned. It's obvious that this is a straightforward attack. There isn't a lot of trickery here, and they need to ban those channels automatically, like they do with so many for other reasons. And it's ridiculous that they don't, and it shows that they don't care. And this is really the fundamental problem, is that YouTube doesn't really care about these little problems. Even though they're personally insulting to people, they're discouraging, probably ultimately going to get people to quit making videos on YouTube, or at least curtail the amount of enthusiasm that that people use to make videos as it stands right now. And that's the big problem, and I don't really have a good solution to this, because basically people are going to have to quit YouTube, go to other services. There's really no other way. I mean, unless people have a system that can get this, because I've met the programmers at Google or at YouTube that work on this kind of stuff. They're not stupid people. These are not hard. I'm a computer programmer. I can tell you these problems are not hard to solve at all. They're just the will and the time involved to do it. And if they can spot a 20-second clip of copyrighted music in an arbitrary millions of videos on YouTube with hundreds of thousands of copyrighted songs and other video material, if they can spot that at upload time, then they certainly can fix this problem. So they need to get on it. I don't know. People maybe need to really figure out a way to press YouTube's buttons and make them fear the solution, because Thunderfoot's right. They're not going to do anything unless they fear the bottom line. And that means losing users, or people bad-mouthing YouTube and giving them a bad name ultimately hurts the number of people coming to their site. And I don't really know how to do that in a scale. And they certainly, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's the religious aspect. This is a form of one religious group trying to not censor but discredit another. And that is completely unacceptable. And anyone who has a shred of value to freedom of speech and everyone being treated equal, at least some semblance of that, should be for this. So anyway, I just wanted to make this video. I get more and more pissed about it, and it's I guess because I've been affected, and obviously that makes it a little bit more personal. But what makes me really mad is the fact that I'm a programmer, and these things took me about 3 minutes to think of in terms of equitable solutions for this, and they're just not willing to put the time in because this votebot problem has been going on for months, and it seems to be reaching an epidemic level over the last few weeks by a very small set of individuals. They obviously know about it. I've emailed them, and I know probably dozens of other people have as well, if not more, and they just don't even have a response. So I don't know, just one more video, one more rant. Probably doesn't mean anything, but I just need to say it. Bye.